Hi everyone and welcome back to another video, and as the title suggests, this is about the single point injection not running smoothly, over revving and self revving when it's at a standstill. I've had Ed for quite a few years now, running issues on and off to do with the injection system, over fueling and generally hesitating, running rubbish. Replaced quite a few sensors, some have made a difference, some problems have persisted. The last video I done, I replaced the breather system, which made a difference but didn't fully solve the problem. So I decided to get a second opinion, a second set of eyes to look over and see if they could find anything that I'd missed. So what I'm going to go over here is what the findings were, because I'm hoping, as with the videos, that it helps someone out there and makes a difference to running issues you've got with your Mini. If you've not already, subscribe to the channel, have a look at some of the videos I've done on the SPI. I've done quite a lot to Ed, covered quite a lot, and I generally, everything I do to the cars I tend to bring to the channel so I can help someone. It is time consuming, but it's also a hobby for me, so yeah. So subscribe, like, comment, get involved, join the Facebook group. It's all part of being in the Mini community, classic car community in general. So I'd run the diagnostics on Ed. All the numbers were good, all the values were good, no errors. It did indicate that the idle was high, which to me indicated there was a vacuum leak. I tried various places, couldn't find it, but it turns out the problem lay within a few issues in the injection system, which resulted in me getting a new system, and well, I say new, second-hand system fitted, which resolved some of the vacuum leaks, which resolved the running issues, and it is now driving great so far. I'm going to go over the leaks I had so that it might help someone here. So, the first one, this here goes onto the back of the manifold. There is a locating ring, which I'll show up in this photo here, that goes on either side of there. The locating rings I had were aftermarket. They went in, and when they went on, what I didn't know, because I hadn't done this with the car and I hadn't looked or seen round the back, but the cylinder head on mine has been modified. It's been cut around this area here. So when I was fitting this on, the rings weren't sitting and getting a good seal, meaning the gasket was sitting slightly off and there was obviously a vacuum leak in there. Now that wasn't obvious to me to see at the time because I couldn't see because of where it was tucked in at the engine. That was one of the issues. So it's effectively having the throttle open. It's the same impact. The engine and sensors think that the throttle's open, it thinks it's getting air in, so it's increasing the fuel, it's increasing the revs, but with no way of closing this leak, it basically means that you're sitting with your foot on the throttle the whole time. That was one of the leaks in this. That was resolved by getting some older rings and just basically carefully fitting them and making sure that it had a good seal. I'd fit a new gasket because the gasket had also been eaten into because of the way the ring was protruding. So, issue number one. Issue number two, let's see how close you can see in the camera on this. The gasket in here was all degraded round this side. It was effectively about an inch and a half where there was no gasket. So although it's not the greatest of leaks, it's a leak and it contributed to. So the issue I had with my old injection system was that the 4 bolts at the top here that hold the top on, 1, 2, 3, 4, one was rounded off and it was stuck and wouldn't come off. So it would have taken a bit of work to get that out, which is part of the decision that led to getting a new system put on. But yeah, so obviously the new injection system has got a good gasket around here, so that took away issue number 2. Third and final issue, the PTC heater that goes underneath. Basically this was sitting, this has a gasket that goes round, sits underneath, seals it. Basically this rubber gasket was sitting kinked. Similar to that. Kinked. Now that would be my fault, because when I put that on, well, this is new and I put that on, so that's been an error on my part, which has obviously left that not sitting flush, and again letting a vacuum leak in there. This is the PTC heater. I kept that because it's new and these are not always the easiest to get a hold of. And basically with that, the idle's lovely, gets up to temperature, drives rapid. What a complete difference. Idles as it should at about 850, and yeah, it just sits really smoothly. For now, classic minis, I'll never take anything for granted when you buy into that. But I'm hoping, although I didn't really show a lot in this video, I'm hoping that by what I've explained might help someone else with similar issues. It could be a number of issues. It could be faulty sensors, vacuum leak, there could be numerous ones throughout the system. You've seen the breather system video hopefully. It could be the brake servo side of it. You know, there's numerous things. You need to be methodical and be patient, because they can be frustrating, the injection system. And I've also thought at times, do I go back to carb? Do I stay with SPI? I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it, because when it works, it works. The most frustrating thing is parts aren't readily available. There's some parts you need to get second hand, you just can't get them new anymore, so that's the most frustrating side of it, I would say. But stick with it, and if you've got anything you feel you want to share on this video, there's plenty on the forums, put in the comments, because people read the comments, people are looking for answers, people don't want to spend a fortune, they want to be able to fix their Mini in their garage and enjoy it. So stick the comments in, not just for me but for anyone else watching the video. Look at the comments. So I'll end that one there. I'll say thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers!